Dozens of them were in the darkened room. People posed in various activities as if they had been playing freeze tag. Foot thrust upward, a young man kicked a soccer ball. A man was on a rearing horse. Someone was lost in thought before a chess table. A man was leaping high in a martial arts move. A woman 8 months pregnant was resting on her side, her unborn child visibly curled in repose. Each of their bodies was perfectly preserved, yet they seemed alive, as if they had been caught in action and might at any moment resume what they had been doing. This seemed true despite their being without skin. Along with glass cases of internal organs, every major system of the human body had been opened to plain view through a mysterious process called plastination. What surprised Elaine Heath about Body Worlds, a science exhibit, was the effect it had on its audience. Scores of silent people made their way through, gazing in mute wonder. Some wiped tears from their eyes. The science of anatomy had been swallowed in mystery. It was a spiritual experience. This happened without words, without doctrines, without religious statements. An encounter with the Creator took place in an encounter with creation. She writes, "What people experienced at Body Worlds is a microcosm of what God intends for the world at large. Everything about God's creation is meant to tell us something about God. Creation is meant to lead us to worship." Now, I haven't gone to that exhibit. I know there's some controversy over the exhibit, but that wonder of creation is something I've experienced. I remember feeling something like that when I was pregnant and saw my babies move on the ultrasound. There's a sort of hushed awe that comes over you when you hear the whoosh, whoosh of their heartbeats for the first time, or when you see them squirming on the screen. And I can remember when I realized that the conditions needed for babies to thrive are very specific. And not that it depended on me, but that a lot of things had to go right for babies to grow and arrive healthy in our world. Similarly, our earth needs for things to go right, to be whole and healthy. It can withstand an awful lot of wear and tear, but we have to care for it. And right now, creation is groaning, waiting for redemption to come through the children of God. Yet the material world in which we live, the water, air, and soil, the ecosystems, it faces perils unimagined even 100 years ago. We hurtle toward landscapes that belong to science fiction. We're facing a problem in the world. We're stripping the earth of her resources through deforestation, aggressive mining, overfishing, and overhunting. The earth is suffering. And in many ways, she's suffering because of our overconsumption and the commodification of those resources. And so many people believe that as a global community, we're moving toward bleak landscapes that used to belong to dystopian science fiction. So here's a choose your own adventure chat question. As always, you can disregard our chat questions and reflect on a different aspect of the message. But have you ever experienced overwhelming awe when you learned about how intricately complex some part of creation is? Or what is your favorite dystopian story and how was the landscape described? Take a minute and talk about it.